Welcome, Goof Troopers. That's a pretty good left click and hope you win build that I've got for the Pyromancer for you and your team in Cataclysm that I've been fooling around with. And it's not called the Pyromancer anymore. This build is basically called the Beefmancer. That's what you'll be doing, tenderizing all the beefmen, the beefdaddies, and the Skaven ratties, and the chaos baddies. I'll stop right now. And this girl is insane in melee. And with this build I have, your hand is gonna hurt like mad because of all the left clicking you're gonna be doing and all the crits you're gonna hammer out. So bear with me, this is a different kind of zealot. First up, the passives. Critical mass, increase critical strike chance based on overcharge level up to 30%. And of course, searing focus, increase range damage by 10%. I have no idea why you would give it to this character when you have so much attack speed on melee. Come on, FS. We can do better. Good damage reduction. Swap this to something else. You know, bonus to range increase on range damage. No drop off maybe. That would be great. And of course, the burning head. Sienna unleashes a fiery projectile. Literally just a homing missile that we've been fooling around with. It's easy mode. Press F and win. Yeah. And with this talent, you actually have quite a few weapons that you can use. Namely, the crowbill, the battle mace. Yes, I went there. And the flail. I'll get to that later. First up, spirit binding and martial study. No brainers. You're going to be in melee. You need all the melee setup traits here. And of course, for your weapons, now this is actually interesting. If you're taking the flail or the battle mace, you can take mainstay. It's pretty worth it. If you have the crowbill, because it's a bladed weapon with a fire dot effect on the last hit, take smiter. You will literally beat down everything very quickly. And of course, one with the flame. High overcharge works in tandem with Volan's Doctrine. No Akushi slowdown, and you want to keep your heat level high. By doing so, you will maximize your attack speed. As long as you're very close to the red line or just a bit above the red line, you will get your 5 stacks. It's really worth it. And of course, Bonded Flame, you will be taking damage no matter what. So you better take that 35 temp health. You will be taking a lot of damage. You have no damage reduction to speak of, unless you dare to actually spec your traits in your weapons to do so. Some people would argue take Blazing Echo for critical hits because you have a critical build. Now, this is, I don't know, I tend to get, it's very unreliable for me. There are times where you can go 6 or 7 shots in a row and you'll not get one crit at all. Or sometimes the homing missiles tend to miss and fly up into the sky and disappear. It's ridiculous. So I'd rather have something more consistent, even though the burning head will miss. Especially when I play with Twitch mode. Sell out. Yep, I went there. So next up, the weapons. Now for the crowbill, you want to go crit power, crit chance, and swift slaying. Swift slaying for all the weapons that you're going to use. Do not use the dagger, fire sword, and the normal sword has a use, but in legendary. In Cataclysm, you need more power. That's why you bought Winds of Magic, right? For the big fat, you know, big ball and chain thing. And the big stick with the boppity bop. And, well, I'm sure you have Uber's Roik for the mining pick. You don't? What? Oh yeah, melee weapons. Where was I? For the flail, you definitely want to get attack speed, crit chance. Don't bother with crit power. Although you can put it on your charm for more crit power. Or power versus chaos, it's up to you. I would just stick with crit power and more attack speed and more crit chance with swift slaying. And for the battle mace, well, this is a weird one. You actually have to do a left click cancel attack because the battle mace is really hard to use. You tend to hit things that are outside of your second attack will miss the target in front of you and it will hit something on your side, which will leave you wide open from in front and from your left. So be very careful. You need to practice makes perfect kind of attacks with the battle mace. As for your range weapon, now the range weapons is different. You can use the fireball staff, the bolt staff, the beam staff, and even the conflag. But the fireball staff does the most amount of damage against heavy units. without any doubt, your ranged weapons of choice is the fireball staff because of two reasons. The other one is the beam staff, but the fireball is still better because of the fact that you need to charge up your heat, or yeah, you need to charge up your heat as fast as you can to stay in the red line as much as possible. So the fireball beats out everything else, except for the beam staff. The beam staff is faster but does less damage compared to the fireball staff, which is what you're going to need if you're going to take down bosses real right and quick with heavy attacks in melee and ranged. It is the best option. As for your necklace, health, block cost reduction, boon of Shalia, you will be taking damage, so you need to get back as much health as you can with temp health in melee. And of course, crit power, attack speed. If you don't want crit power, power versus chaos. And decanter is okay, but concoction is the way to go for your character, because you want to get that F up going as much as you can to keep on burning the crap out of everything with homing missiles. It's the best option. Go for concoction. And of course, your trinket, cooldown reduction, crit chance, and shrapnel. If you do not want, if you want to pick up books, Grimm's and Cataclysm, which you're the macho man, as I said before, well, skip the cooldown reduction and get yourself the curse resistance that you need. Pretty much it, I think. Yeah. I hope this build helps you with all the barbecue you need to keep the Uberstrike 5 partying on in Cataclysm.
Trying to dodge,
Or
but
you,
it's not working.
like and subscribe. Then catch me live on Monday, Thursday, Sunday. Follow my Twitter as well, Goof Trooper. Oh no! Wow, man, that thing moved out and then moved back in.